Good evening, basketball fans around the world. Tonight, we bring you a story of grit, heartbreak, and the unshakable spirit of champions. The Golden State Warriors, yes, the same dynasty that once ruled the NBA with dominance, now find themselves at a crossroads. A team filled with legends, new faces, and sky-high expectations, is fighting tooth and nail just to stay in the playoff race. But don't count them out, not now, not ever. Let's rewind the clock. Last night, under the glowing lights of the Chase Center, the Warriors took the floor against the San Antonio Spurs. It started like a dream: energy, defense, a few slick passes, and that trademark Warriors ball movement. In the first 5 minutes, it looked like they had locked in. Steph Curry was on the move, Draymond barking instructions, and the crowd roaring in support. But after those first 5 minutes, the tide shifted. Defensive inconsistency became the ghost that haunted Golden State all night. The Spurs, young, fearless, and hungry, found the cracks. Time after time, they slipped through gaps in the Warriors' defense. The Spurs hit 18 three-pointers. Let me say that again, 18 threes. And the dagger? None other than Harrison Barnes, a former Warrior, who nailed the clutch game winner in the final seconds. A shot that felt like a betrayal. But the real turning points came in the non-Curry minutes. When Steph sat, especially at the start of the second and fourth quarters, everything changed. The rhythm disappeared. The energy dipped. And the Spurs? They pounced. In total, the Warriors were outscored by 16 points in the minutes Curry wasn't on the court. 16. Steph did what Steph always does. He dropped 29 points, added 7 assists, and shot 5 of 10 from 3. He showed up. He led. But he can't do it alone. And in those final 60 seconds, when everything hung in the balance, the Warriors faltered. 3 critical turnovers, born from poor spacing and sloppy execution, sealed their fate. Not just missed chances, but missed messages. Messages about urgency, precision, and poise under pressure. After the buzzer, head coach Steve Kerr didn't sugarcoat it. "This is what playoff basketball feels like," he said. "Close games. High stakes. And pressure. The kind of pressure that reveals who you are." Yes, they were missing pieces. Gary Payton too was out. Klay Thompson too. 2 of their best defenders. And without them, rotations were scrambled. Mismatches appeared. And the defense? It cracked at the worst possible times. Still, the veterans stepped up to the mic. Steph Curry, never one to dodge responsibility, said it plainly. "We relaxed on defense. We let guys drive straight to the rim. We left shooters open. We let them feel comfortable. That gave them life. That gave them confidence." You could hear the frustration in his voice. Not anger, but urgency. This wasn't just another game. This was a warning shot. Draymond Green was even more blunt. "It's not just focus. It's toughness. Mental and physical. You don't win in this league without it. You don't win when it matters without grit." Draymond filled the stat sheet: 12 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. But numbers don't capture leadership. And right now, leadership is everything. Because the Warriors? They're still in the fight. They've dropped to the 7th seed. Not ideal. But not over. 2 games left. 2 chances to make it right. And every single player knows, the destiny is still in their hands. There's no time for regret. No scoreboard watching. No hoping for other teams to lose. As Draymond said, "You want something? Go take it." And then there's Jimmy Butler, the new veteran voice in the locker room. He only scored 14 points last night, on 6 of 13 shooting, but his words carried weight. "Pressure doesn't scare me," he said. "What scares me is wasted opportunity. We're not gonna let that happen." And you could feel that Warrior spirit ignite again. Steve Kerr said this loss isn't the end, it's a reset button. Back to the lab, Steph called it. Fix the effort. Fix the execution. That's the only way forward. That's the beauty of basketball. You can't fake your way to greatness. You can't hide when the lights are brightest. The playoffs aren't a gift. They're earned. With sweat. With fire. With focus. And that's the Warriors' mission now. Because this isn't just about basketball. This is about legacy. About character. About what you do when everything is on the line. Let's not forget what this team has accomplished. 4 championships. Endless comebacks. A brand of basketball that changed the game. But past glory doesn't win today's battles. Jonathan Kuminga, young and hungry, put up 17 points last night. He's rising. He's learning. Kevin Looney, battling in the paint, grabbed 10 boards. Chris Paul, the seasoned floor general, added 11 points and 5 assists off the bench. The pieces are there. The talent is real. But none of it matters without heart. The Warriors now return to practice. Back to the film room. Back to the fundamentals. No excuses. No distractions. Just the grind. Just the work. Because while the critics are ready to close the book on the Warriors, this team is writing a different ending. They don't run from the fire. They walk through it. This next game, this next moment, could define everything. Not just the season, but the legacy of this era. So here's the message: don't blink. Don't turn away. The Warriors are wounded. But they are not broken. The road is rough, but it's still theirs to walk. And if we've learned anything over the years, it's this. Never count them out. I'm your host, and that's the pulse of the Bay Area tonight. Stay locked in, stay inspired, and keep believing, because greatness doesn't fade. It just reloads. Until next time, this is Warriors Basketball. And here's a tip from the Fan Golden State Warriors channel: study financial education and have opportunities in the financial market by studying REITs and investing in large brokerages around the world.